everybody. I hope we are all well, and I hope we are all ready for another jam-packed Saturday school session with myself, your host, as always. Well, not as always, but for today, Jay Hastings, myself. So I hope we're all well and ready to learn exactly how to go about creating your own online courses, okay? Now, just before I move forward, can I just confirm that you can all hear me? You know, one thing about doing these webinars is that, I can't see anyone, no one can... I'd just like to just message in the chat area just to let me know that you can hear me, just so that I know that you're all good. Right, okay, Mr. Luther DeGao, nice to know that you are with us. Thank you so much. Thank you very much, Peter. And Mr. Gareth, very nice to know that you're all with us today. Now, as always, everybody, I have got a lot of information to cover this morning, all before I introduce the next guest. Hello, Mr. Lyons. I'm very well. Nice to see you with us. I hope you're well as well. Okay, thank you. Oh, Annette, good to know you with us as well, Annette. But as I just mentioned, I've got a lot of information to cover this morning. So I'm going to get straight into it, okay? So I'm going to be teaching you now how to go about creating your own online courses. Now, if you want to go on to generate some money, yeah, we want to go on and make some very, very, very good at income, right? Like, let's do it, everyone. Obviously, I know that a lot of us attend these Saturday schools every week, which is great, attending maybe some of our other webinars. But let's now actually really now start taking some action and really now start bringing things into fruition, all right? So I'm going to show you how to go about creating online courses. Feel free to ask questions in the chat. However, I might not be able to answer every single thing as I go through, but I'll always try and keep an eye and come back and try and answer stuff as I go through, okay? Right, let's get into it, okay? So what we are going to be covering today, so our agenda looks like this. First of all, we're going to get into how to go about creating fantastic, profitable ideas for your own course, okay? And we're also going to talk about how to actually go about now creating that course, how to drive traffic to that online course, how to make money and increase conversions, and as well as that, how to ensure your business generates you financial freedom for the rest of your life, okay? How do we ensure that? Let's make sure that we're setting something up that can, give us a lifestyle for the rest of our lives, okay? Right, so that's the agenda. Let's get into it, okay? So how to go about creating your own fantastic, profitable ideas for your own course. Now, look, no doubt every single person that is with me right now, no doubt everybody will have some sort of value that we can extract from your mind and create an online course out of it that you can then put it online and you can go on to sell. So let's just say, for example, if you're really good at gardening, or you're really good, if you feel that you've got a different way of parenting. I've got a student that is doing holistic parenting, from a spiritual sort of side of things. Anywhere where you think that you could add value to other people, we could create an online course out of it. So the first thing that you're going to do is, what are your own interests? So what are you really interested in? What are you passionate about? Say, for example, I've done courses on everything from Facebook marketing to affiliate marketing, YouTube marketing. However, nowadays, a lot of my courses are really mainly based around really how to get results, because I feel that I can really add a lot of value to people who are struggling to achieve results. I feel that I can really, 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 help people get there. But that was just one of my interests. So when I first, designed my program, which is called Serious About Success, I'm just thinking, what can I really do to help people? What do I really think I can do? And where are my skills? What do I think? And I looked at my own journey towards achieving financial freedom myself. And I'm like, well, look where I started. And, so some of you that have heard me speak before, is like, look, I used to live in a squat in my late teens. I was homeless in a squat. And it's like, okay, well, going from there to where I'm at now, there's obviously got to be a lot of value within that. And no doubt lots of other people will be able to benefit from that story and from that journey. So in which case, I then created some training based around how people can get better results for their life, which might include mindset and, and actually taking action and being held accountable and stuff like that. So that's what it was for me. So what about you? What are your interests? And like I say, don't think to yourself, oh, just because your interest might be, gardening, oh, well, I can't do gardening because, that's going to be oversaturated. Everyone and their dog's going to be doing something to do with gardening. Well, not necessarily. Is there something that you can teach people that not everybody else is teaching people within gardening? But that's the key, or that's the first step, is to always think about your own interests. In addition, what are you good at? So what are you really good at? Can we create a course based on something that you're really good at? You're good at knitting, for example. You're good at croquet, whatever it may well be. You're a bit of a DIY enthusiast, and you're good at putting together flat pack stuff, whatever it may well be. Where can we find, in your interests and what you're good at, where can we find some value that other people might look at that and think, oh, yeah, I think I could benefit from that product. Let me buy that. Yeah, that's what it is that we're trying to find here. In addition, as I mentioned, where can you add value to others? So that's another key point in terms of, okay, right, we're good at this, but can it add value to others? And when I say add value to others, if they was to apply that information of what you can teach them, can they go on to get some really good results, for their life, for example? So where can you really add the value? What impact is it going to have on other people's lives? That's really important to consider as well. But then, if you're ever in a situation where it's just like, look, I'm really not too sure. I really don't know. I've tried a few different things and I'm okay at this and I'm okay at that. What other content or courses out there can we repurpose? So what I mean by that, let's just say, for example, if you've got the Facebook Magic course, for example, and you've now applied some of that information and that you've been able to get some results out of that, what's to stop you from then also now going on to create your own course? So you're basically taking the information of what you've learned from somebody else's course, you've then applied it to make sure the information works, and then of which you then now, repurpose that course and sell it as your own based on your experience now with, applying that information. But believe it or not, we do a lot of this, of course, because, again, any of the training of what I provide, for example, affiliate marketing, well, I'm not the only person on the planet that has done affiliate marketing. I've learned how to do that, of course. So as a result of learning how to do that, okay, well, I've learned it and I've tweaked it a little bit and, I tried that and that worked really well. So, but I'm taking a basic blueprint that I learned from a course, of which I'm then going to repurpose that and then sell it as my own. And likewise with everything that we do pretty much, even with a lot of my my results training, where it's like, well, who else out there is doing personal development and really, really, really focusing on results? You've got, one of the key speakers out there in the world called Tony Robbins, and he would do a similar sort of thing. But I'm like, I've done some of that training. How can I make it better? How can I, take that information, but make it better? And then again, that's a great way to create content if you're really stuck and there's nothing out there that you can think from your interests or what you're good at that you can then go on to add value to other people. So you can always do that, okay? So the first step, now that we've now made a bit of a decision in terms of what it is that we might want to do. So whether or not you've been giving it some thought and it's like, right, I'm going to provide training on personal development through yoga, or well-being through yoga or whatever it may well be. But now you've now made a bit of a decision in terms of, what sort of course we want to create. Following on from that now, what we want to do is a bit of market research. This is what you are going to do at the start of any single project that you put out online of where you want to make money. You will always, always, always do a bit of market research first of all. Even if this is just to do with affiliate marketing and you want to, start promoting a dating product via affiliate, for example, you're still going to do some market research always, because you've got to get an idea that other people are actually interested in what it is that you've now got to offer. So let me jump in and do a live example with you in relation to doing some market research. So I'm going to jump into the keyword planner, okay? So some of you that might have seen some of our training before, we speak quite a bit about this. At the very beginning of your journey, you see, there's other tools of what you can use that can give you even more sort of specific numbers. The keyword planner will just give us a bit of an idea on whether or not there is a market for whatever it is that we're now trying to promote. So the keyword planner is completely free. However, you do need to go through the process of like it's going to walk you through when you go to if you Google keyword planner, it will bring this up, but then it's going to walk you through a process. It's going to walk you through like you need to set up a Google Ads campaign. Now, the reason why it does that is because, excuse me, the reason why it does that is because the keyword planner is a Google tool, and it is used for people that are doing Google Ads. So it will kind of try and walk you through setting up, your first campaign. Now, you can't get away from that. You have to go through it, okay? You have to go through that process. So it might even ask you for, what's the Google Ad campaign that you want to set up? What are your, what is even your credit card details? Not that it's going to necessarily charge you money. Sorry, not that it's necessarily going to charge you money, but it's going to just walk you through like a setup, like as if you are going to put on your first campaign that you have to go through, okay? Now, once you go through it and you set it up, you can then go and pause that campaign. So you don't want to end up spending money on, a dud campaign that you're just creating just for the purposes of using the keyword planner. You are going to just literally turn it off as soon as you've got into it. The only reason why you're doing it is so that you can get access to this, which is, where's it gone? Here, like the keyword planner, this is it. So it's going to give me a bit of an idea on, if I type in different keywords. So say, for example, if you're interested in entrepreneur mindset, okay, so a lot of the training of what we now do is based around how to get results through your own mindset. So I might type in entrepreneur mindset and it will give me a bit of an idea on the search volume. So it's just giving me a bit of an idea on whether or not people want this product or not. Do they want it? Like, how many people are typing in entrepreneur mindset? And it's telling me, look, between 1 and 10,000 people a month are typing that in. And then there's some other keywords down here that might be related to my initial keyword. And again, it's giving me a bit of an idea on search volume to see how popular the keywords are based around the product or the course that you're now going to be creating. Okay. Now, one other area, let me have a bit of this water. Hang on 1 second. Right. One other area that you can look at that's going to give you a bit of an indication of how profitable the niche will be is over here. So I've got this keyword here, entrepreneur mindset. Again, I'm just doing a bit of research, and over here is telling me that there are actually people or advertisers that are prepared to spend money with these different keywords. So what I mean by that is if I go to Google and just type in entrepreneur mindset, okay, right. Now, if I scroll down, let's see down here, there's ads, yeah? And sometimes the ads will be at the very top as well, and sometimes they're at the bottom. So this is showing me, okay, the fact that there's ads on here, when I jump back to the keyword planner, this is showing me that there are people prepared to spend as much as $3.43 for every single time somebody clicks on their website. So that's showing me that actually, well, why would somebody be prepared to spend $3.43 a click if they're not making any return at all? So it's giving me a bit of an indication that, that people are actually spending money, in this niche, in this area, because why would an advertiser be prepared to spend that sort of money, if there was not going to get a return in any way, shape or form? I hope that makes sense, okay? Again, make sure you pop it in the chat if anything that I'm saying is not really making sense, okay? I want to make sure that everyone is very clear on what it is that I'm teaching today, okay? So that's always going to be the first point of call. So you can put in whatever keyword you want. And again, all we're doing is just trying to get a bit of an idea on the search volume, just a bit of an idea. Then I might jump into Google Trends, okay? So Google Trends is going to give me a bit of an idea on whether or not the market is on an incline or is it on a decline, okay? So if I was to type in here, success, yeah, let's just type in success. for example, is going to give me an idea, over the last 12 months, how success has been trending over the last 12 months, okay? So it's pretty much, at an even kill, really. But if I was to type in here success mindset, let's have a look to see if this is growing or not. Okay, it's a bit up and down, but look, what I can do is instead of searching it over just 12 months, let's have a look over the last, let's have a look in total, since records began. So you can see that, all right, since the very beginning, there has been a bit of an incline, but success mindset is pretty much, kind of stagnant. It's just pretty much, it's okay. It's not declining. It's not massively inclining, but it's at an even kill. But if we look at something like this, something that I know that is trending at the moment, which is CBD gummies, for example, if you have a look at this, look at that. So you can see that that is trending. It's on, obviously it peaked around about April 2021 or May 2021, it kind of peaked. But, just because it comes down doesn't now mean that it's now going to completely peter off. No doubt, I would expect this chart to continue to go up, maybe not as much of a high peak like that, but I'm expecting this to just go up, continue to go up. So what I'm saying is that, well, this will be a good market to jump into. So if you're going to do a course around CBD gummies, then again, you can see where the market is going, for example, okay? So I hope that makes sense. Other thing to what we're going to do from a market research point of view is just to look around, social media. So we might jump into like Facebook, we might jump into Instagram, we might jump onto LinkedIn even, and YouTube. And again, all we're going to do is search for the type of courses of what we're going to be providing, just to see what else is out there. You're also going to look on the front page of Google to see what other courses are out there that are based around the sorts of things of what you want to do yourself. All right. So I hope that makes sense, okay? Again, pop it in the chat if there's anything that you're not sure of, but I hope that makes sense, okay? So all we're doing is just getting a bit of an idea on what is out there and who else is doing it, and whether or not, the courses on, how to find your perfect date, for example, it's pretty saturated, there's like every man and their dog is trying to do the same thing. It's like weight loss. Weight loss niches and stuff like that are really competitive. So if you've got a course on weight loss, I would always be like, all right, fine. Well, I know it's really competitive. And when you do your market research, you will see how competitive it is. So that's when I'm going to say, all right, well, what's going to be unique to you? You can't just say, oh yeah, well, it's just dieting, it's a different way of eating. It needs to be something really, really, really unique so that you stand out. But you're going to find that information when you do a bit of market research, okay? So how do you now actually go about creating your course? So we've got an idea. So we've gone through the process, we've brainstormed, we're repurposing other people's content, or you've come up with something that you think that you could teach and add value. In addition to that, we've now done a bit of market research. It is all looking good. So how do we actually now go on to create this course? Now, there's going to be a few things that you may well need. Things like PowerPoint. What I'm using right here, right now, is PowerPoint. Okay, and it's very, very, very straightforward to use, and it's just presentation software. So you don't have to use PowerPoint. There's Keynote for Macs, and there's other presentation software like Canva even offers like a presentation software, a presentation sort of section on their website. So, you can just use whatever one you want, but it's a good idea to have some sort of presentation software like what you can see I'm going through today, okay? So we're going to need that. In addition, we may well need some screen recording software, okay? Right, quick question. Hello there, Enco. How do you pause the campaign after you set it up? Is it simply pressing a pause button? If you're talking about Google Ads, yes. It is literally just, so as a part of the market research, it is literally just clicking pause, and that's it really, okay? So we're gonna need some screen recording software, which I'm gonna show you in a moment, okay? In addition, we also could do with having a membership website, something like Kajabi or CMS Hub or Wix. Yeah, we need a membership website. So it's all very well, okay, right, I'm now going to offer you my course, but where am I going to host it? I could just create a recording, of the course, and then anyone buys, I could then just send it to you on an email, you know, in a Dropbox folder or a WeTransfer folder, for example. However, you know, if I was to do that, that then means that you can then just forward that content on, and that is the quickest way to get your content, you know, all around, circulating around the whole internet, on which you haven't been paid, or, you know, you made one sale and somebody else has just shared all your stuff. So when you have a membership site, that kind of prevents that from happening, because you're going to get a login, and, you know, you have to log in. I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about in a moment, okay? But let's start in terms of presentation software. I mean, look, I'm in PowerPoint right now. So this is what it looks like. If you've never, hang on one second. If you've never used this before, it's really straightforward. There's nothing to it, yeah? There's nothing to it. Look, so here are the slides you can see on the left-hand side that I'm going through. You know, if I want to add a new slide here, you know, it's really straightforward stuff. New slide, look, here's a new slide, and I can just come in here and I can, you know, add a picture or a comment or something like that, add some text. You know, really straightforward. Yeah, and then you just build up, right? So that's that. I can put a picture in here, so I can insert a picture, just like this, for example. Let's insert a picture. Let's insert this, for example. Right. Okay, right, so I can insert pictures. You can do what you want, yeah? Like, it's really straightforward. Look, I can even, you know, animate the slide so that the words pop up rather than just always being there like this. Look, the animation of the words. I can even animate the picture. So watch this. Yeah, so it's just very straightforward stuff. No doubt some of you have used this before, but look at this now. So look, I've just done this. I've created a new slide. Hello, everyone. And look, you know, and the picture. So it's very straightforward stuff. But that's PowerPoint for you, okay? Right, so what we now and then need to do is now that we understand PowerPoint, okay? And we've now created our course on PowerPoint, or a screen recording software, or a presentation software. So we've now done that, okay? Right, the next step now is to record this screen. So let me show you what I'm talking about here. You will need something, a screen recording software like Camtasia, okay? So this is Camtasia. I use Camtasia a lot, okay? So let me show you what I mean, all right? So it's gonna come up in a second. Just give it a minute. Right, come on, hurry up. Right, here we go, okay. All right, let's stop sharing. Okay, let's share again. Okay, right, so I'm in Camtasia now, so you should all be able to see my screen, okay? So I'm in Camtasia, all right? So watch this, okay? So I've got my PowerPoint presentation, yeah? As we all know, we've just spent a bit of time now creating our PowerPoint presentation. What I'm then gonna do is I'm gonna hit record over here, okay? Look, record, yeah? Now watch. Okay, let's just go back to the start of our presentation today. So I've hit record, right? And now, I'm now going to record, like over here, you should all, hang on, let me make sure you can see my screen. You can probably only see that in a minute. Let me just share on that one. Okay, right, so you should be able to see my screen. I'm back in the, in PowerPoint, but you should be able to see some controls here now. So I hit record, as you saw when I was in Camtasia, and it now takes me here, and you should now see some controls over here where it says record here, okay? So hopefully you can see all of that. Let's make sure that you can. Yes, you can. Okay, cool. Right. So what I'm now going to do is I'm going to hit record. Right. So watch this. Record. Okay. So it's going to now count down. Right. Now I'm going to make the screen go big. Right. And here we go. I'm now recording my course. Okay. I'm going to show you this in a second. Okay. Watch. Hello, everybody, and welcome to How to Create Your Own Course Online. I am your host, as always, Mr. Jay Hastings. And by the end of this Saturday school session, you are going to know exactly how to put together an absolutely fantastic course, etc., etc. Moving on, the agenda for today is blah, 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 blah. Okay, right. So how do we create fantastic, profitable ideas for your own course? Etc., etc., etc. Okay, yeah, market research is important, how to create your own course, etc. Right, so thank you very much, everyone, for attending my course today. Hopefully you got a lot of value out of that, okay? Right, I'm done, okay? So now I'm done with the course, all right? And I've now recorded that as what everybody just saw. And now I've just stopped that recording, okay? So you should still be able to see this. I'm back in Camtasia, okay? So it's back in Camtasia and you can see the screen in front of us and you can see the recorded screen now, okay? So now look, what I'm gonna do is, look, if I just make sure I'm sharing my screen sound, which I am. All right, now look, yeah, so watch this now, okay? So this is the course, okay? This is it, I've just recorded the course. So here we go, watch this. Can everyone hear that? I can't hear it on my side. I need to change a setting on my computer. Can everybody else hear that? Just pop it in the chat. I just want to make sure you can hear what I was just going through. Just pop it in the chat and let me know if you can. Oh, you couldn't hear it? No, you couldn't hear nothing. All right, just give me a second. Oh, don't tell me I recorded without the system sound. Right, I think I recorded without the audio. Right, let's do it again, okay? Let's do it again. Right, let's do one from scratch. So new project. No. Okay, right then. Right, so let me record. All right, so let's jump into the presentation. Let's jump into this. Right, so in the settings over here, I'm going to make sure, look, do not record microphone. Right, okay, we don't want that. So we want that. We want to make sure we got the right settings. So I'm going to be recording my microphone, recording system audio. Right, that should be fine. Let me make sure. Right, let me just make sure I'm going to be able to hear it, not with that. With this, just make sure that I've got the right audio. Yes, I have. Okay. Right then, let's give that another try. Okay, let's try it again. Here we go. Here we go. Right, let's make that big. And here we go. Right, let's wait for it to do the countdown. Okay, and welcome back to the course. Okay, now, as I mentioned before, welcome to Jay Hastings, How to Create Your Own Online Course. By the end of this session, you are going to understand exactly how to go about creating your own online courses and make some money out of that as well. So thank you very much for attending. This is the agenda for today, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, everybody, thank you so much for attending the How to Create Your Own Online Course. I hope you've got a lot of value out of that, etc. Okay, right, so we've now done, let's try this again. Okay, so we're now done. So it takes us back to Camtasia. Right, let's make sure you can see all of that. Yes, you can. Right, so it takes us back to Camtasia. Right, let's now give this another shot now, okay? Let's now give it another try. Here we go, here we go. Okay, and welcome back to the... Can everyone hear that? Just let me know, just confirm in the chat that you can hear that. Of course, okay, now, as I mentioned before, welcome to Jay Hastings, How to Create Your Own Online Course. By the end of this session, you are going to understand exactly how to go about creating your own online courses and make some money out of that as well. So thank you very much for attending. This is the agenda for today, blah, 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 okay. Blah, blah. Right, so you get the drift, yeah? And that's it, okay? And that's it. Where do we find a recorder? You lost connection, hence you missed out. Well, you just need Camtasia and you just hit record up here in the top left-hand corner here, okay? So you just need this software called Camtasia, and then you can go ahead and do that. And that's it. Yeah, that's it. That's how we go about creating online courses. So if you look, if I jump into Google again, so you should be able to follow me, I'm in Google. If I go to this, school, right, let me quickly log in here. So look, just like what I just showed you, all of these courses that we've got at the Internet Business School, guess how they was created? Unless we're in front of an audience and we're, we're speaking and it's being recorded at the back of the room or something, everything else, look, let me show you this. Local business marketing courses. I think this is one of mine. Right, here we go. Right, let's look at this. So if I do this, right, let's click in here.
Whatever it may well be. Right, however, right here, right now, right, and
that's on that occasion. But all the other courses, anytime that you're not in front of an audience, this is how we do it, okay? Let me give you another example. I wonder if, yeah, I'm sure this will be it, yeah. Right, so let's see this one. Yeah, look at this one, right? So look at this. I've done the exact.
Hello and welcome back.
Right. So look at it.
Pain around you now finding.
You understand what it is that we all do, you know, in terms of, you know, exactly this. Look, this is all just done all online, you know. Look,
me to discover new key.
I'm showing the keyword planner again. All I'm doing is recording my screen with the screen recording software, and that's it. Yeah, and that's it basically. The screen recording software, I then record the screen, go through the presentation, speak over the presentation, provide the good value, and at the very end, I will then just click done, for example, and it will then do something called render. It will then produce the video so that I can now got it in this format where I can press play. Okay. We then now need to upload the course to a video platform, like a video sharing platform. Now, we all use Vimeo. So I've now created the course. Everything's all good. Yeah, so we've done everything. So hopefully everyone's with me. We've created the course. Everything's all looking good. Now I need to upload the course into Vimeo, into something like Vimeo. So Vimeo, you've got YouTube. Obviously, YouTube, you can upload it and things into YouTube. But the only thing with YouTube is that people can download your videos from YouTube. You know, look, all I need to do, let's just say you put a video on YouTube and it's training, even if you mark it as unlisted or private, you know, provided the moment I've got that link to that video, I can download that video and then I can then start sharing a video and again, ripping off your content. So that's why we all use Vimeo, because with Vimeo, there's no way that you can download this content. There's no way that, all right, if we give you access to this content in the members area, there's no way that you can now download this content. It's all here and there's nothing you can, you know, there's no way that you can rip off this content, you see, you know? So that's why we use Vimeo. It's just better in that sort of way. So you've created the course, you've uploaded it to Vimeo, and we'll talk about the next bit in a moment of what you then need to do. All right, let me just quickly jump into the chat, see if there's any questions in here for me. Mr. Luther, why do we need to use Camtasia as screen recording? And as recording can be made in PowerPoint? Look, the recording can be made in PowerPoint. However, it needs to be attached to a screen recording software. You know, PowerPoint itself, without any add-ons, without any apps or add-ons, won't record the screen automatically directly without also having like an add-on, a screen recording software as an add-on. Okay, so it doesn't have to be Camtasia. It can be something else, but just whatever screen recording software. Right, any other question? I saw a question that I think I missed earlier. Did I miss the question? What's your preference for traffic generation, organic or paid? I'm going to get into traffic in a minute, Edward. So, you know, paid is always quickest. It's both. Paid is always quickest, but organic, you know, is there and that will last for many, you know, years to come. And you don't have to pay for anything. So, you know, I like to try and do a bit of both, to be honest with you. Right. Okay. So that's that. All right. So the screen recording software is what I just showed you. So hopefully everyone's up to speed now in relation to how we do that. Okay. Right. The next step now is, right, I've now got my, I've recorded the screen, I've recorded the PowerPoint, the presentation. I've now got the MP4 file. Okay. So I've just got now a video file on my computer that has been saved from doing Camtasia. But now I've now uploaded that video into Vimeo, and now I need to host the video somewhere in like a membership website. Okay, so I need to host the video in a membership website. So let me show you exactly what it is that I mean when I'm talking about, like, you know, creating the courses in your in a membership site. Okay, let me show you what I mean. All right, so let me jump back to, here to Google. I'll jump into that. Okay, right. Let's jump into Kajabi. Okay, so look, we use something called Kajabi. You know, there's a number of different membership websites that you can use, and I have obviously listed some of those websites in Weebly and Wix. You know, they've all got sort of membership sections that you can create membership websites out of. But this is it here. So Say, for example, I want to show you something here, yeah? Here is my membership website, okay? Let me just go to it. Serious about success, hang on. Right, so I'm at Serious About Success here. This is what one of my membership websites. When it comes up, come on. Doesn't realize that I'm doing a live presentation right now. Right, here we go. Okay, so to log in, right, here we go. Right, so here we go. Right, so log in. Okay, so this is one of my members area. Okay, for one of my membership websites. Okay, so you can see in here. So this is it. You just saw me log in. So that then means I'm going to give, you know, anyone that buys my training, you know, they'll be able to log in, of which they can then come in to any area of the website, for example, you know, come into here, for example, and then you've got, you know, the video that has been uploaded into Vimeo. So, and that's all in here, hosted within this members area. So what you do is, look, all of the products are all here. Yeah, so look, this is the back office of Kajabi. So when you log into Kajabi, yeah, you've got this now. It's like, okay, right, I want to upload some videos, or I want to upload some content for my audience. So look, in here with my evergreen webinars, look, you'll see down here, we click in here, here's the video. You see, here's the video. So I can now, look, by going to people and then adding more people, I can add people and then give people access to whatever product they have purchased. Okay, so if you purchased this product here, well, I can give you access to this, of which when you now log in and you click on it, say, for example, when you now log in, look, here's the video. It's all there. It's all there. It's all there for you. I hope this is making sense, everybody, because this is it. And then these Kajabi will automatically create that login. You know, that login of what I just, where we just logged in, like here, Kajabi, like I don't do none of this. All right, I put my logo here, but Kajabi does all of this for you. So it's very drag and drop. It's really straightforward. It's kind of just, you know, it's like a WordPress website. It's just too straightforward, really. You know, so, you know, the Internet Business School do the exact same thing. Where did that go? Where was that? No, that's not it. Oh, yes, it is. Yes, it is, right. So, say for example, you know, who do you think we're replicating here? You know, because again, look, the Internet Business School do the exact same thing. You know, using Kajabi, of which you get a login, just like everyone just saw me log in. You know, so if I was to click here, you know, you get a login, and this is Kajabi alone. You can give anyone that buys from you, you give them a login, and in fact, it's automatic. When I come into the members area of Kajabi and I go to people and I click on add people, and then I add you to a product, you will automatically receive an email from Kajabi or from the membership site. You will automatically receive an email to say, you know, your login information. Here is your login info, you know, wherever that has gone. Yeah, wherever it's gone. Here's your login info, and then it gives people a place where they sign in, and then they sign in, and then they've obviously got access to whatever material you put in here. I hope that makes sense, everyone. Again, please feel free to pop it in the chat, anything that is not making sense. Yes, well, in terms of creating a website, yes, in Kajabi, you can actually create your own website as well. So what I mean by that is, yes, you've got access to the members area, but it will also you can also create a Kajabi website. So what I mean by that is the Internet Business School. If we go on here, if I just go internetbusinessschool.co.uk, this is a website that is created directly on Kajabi. So say, for example, in Kajabi up here, look, I can create website, yeah? So, you know, I can just click on this and it will walk me through creating an actual website directly on Kajabi, okay? Directly on here. Now, what I've done is, because I already had a website, so I had this built in WordPress, but then I just wanted to link to it, you know, so that people can log in. So when you click log in, you're actually going to a different website. you're now going to Kajabi rather than actually, you know, staying in WordPress. So that little link on my website is a link that just takes them through to the membership login, whereas you can actually build the whole entire website and the login all directly on Kajabi by just going to that section as per what I was showing you earlier. All right. So I'm hoping that all of this is making sense. Okay, right. So that's that. Okay, so everyone now should be clear in terms of how we go about creating courses, like, you know, the actual software that we use, and how to now upload courses into membership websites like Kajabi. So I'm hoping that everybody is familiar with that, or now familiar with how to go about doing all of this stuff. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's move on to the next bit. Okay. Okay, cool. Right. So what about traffic? So all of this is sounding great, yeah. But what about traffic? How do we now get people across to see our website? All right. So let's jump into this and let's have a look at what we do when it comes down to traffic. Okay. So we've now got our website, we've got our courses, everything's looking good. Let me shut down some things. Right. Okay. Right. Let me just do that. Right. Okay. So how do we now drive some traffic? Let's jump straight into Facebook. Believe it or not, driving traffic is simpler than what, you know, what you think it might be. Okay. So I'll give an example. And traffic is traffic. So some of you might have seen some of these techniques of what I'm about to show you. You might have seen some of this before, because traffic is traffic. How you drive traffic to an affiliate product is the same way that you might drive traffic to an online course that you just created. So here you can see one of my pages. Okay, so this is for my Serious About Success brand, and you will come down here and you can see that I've got a couple of thousand people following the page. The name of the game, everybody, is to use ads. So you can use ads to now start growing that following. Okay, so what do I mean by using ads? I can click over here, I can click create, I can click add, and then when it asks me what type of ad do I want to create, I can say I would like to create an ad based on getting page likes, please. So I can click in here, engagement, I want an engagement ad, I can click continue, wait for it to come up. I can then select the page in a moment. Hang on a minute. I can select the page that I would like to get. Here we go. So I want my Facebook page. I want to send people to my Facebook page to get likes. Say if it was this page that I'm trying to get likes for, page likes. And then I can walk through, I can just really bring this budget right down to like £2 a day. You only ever want to play about with small figures, because until you really know what you're doing, you might as well just have a low budget. And then I'm now going to start setting my demographic for the people that I actually want to attract to my page. So, you know, where are they based? What ages are they? They're both male and female. But then after that, I also want to get into the detailed targeting. What are their interests? So say, for example, if I was looking for people that are interested in mindset or, you know, creating success, I might put in here success. Oops. Wait and see what comes up. Success story, success factors. Okay, success factors, you know, and that could help you to create income. For example, I'm then going to go and just use as many keywords as I can, of which people that have expressed an interest in success factors and personal development or whatever it may will be, those will be the people that will see my ad. So they see my ad. Okay, so let's just say, for example, this is the ad. Hang on a minute. Right, so this is the ad over here. This picture, obviously I'd put a proper picture there, and I would put a bit of a description, you know, join our page, you know, for people that are interested in creating success, you know, get useful hints and tips on the best ways to create success for 2022, for example, might say that there. And then the call to action is for them to like the page, but you won't have to do any of that. All you do is basically do the targeting, upload a picture, put a bit of a description, and then Facebook will do the work following on from that. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Okay, right. So that's that. So then you're going to get followers, of which the aim of the game is to post content is to post content. Yeah, so you can see we're posting lots and lots of content, of which, you know, on some of your links to your posts, you can be driving people across to your website, of where people can then obviously obtain the course, okay? So they can come on here and they can then get the course. So all I'm doing is growing a targeted audience, posting content, and directing people to wherever it is I want to send them, okay? Likewise, everybody, with LinkedIn, okay? LinkedIn, the same sort of thing, okay? Works similar to even Facebook nowadays. Let me just log in and show you what I mean. But again, it depends though. It depends on your product. If you're doing dating or weight loss, then LinkedIn probably won't be ideal for you. However, if you're doing, you know, anything business related, then LinkedIn will be a really good place for you to get some traffic. So again, so you saw what I was doing in terms of posting content on Facebook. LinkedIn is similar. Is you've got lots of followers. You can make loads of connections with people, of which we're then going to start just putting out content, of which on some of this content, we're going to be driving people to our website. So it's like, you know, come and click here, click the course, you're driving people to your website, okay? Other things will be things like YouTube. And again, same sort of thing, everybody. This is the work that's going to be required, okay? The work that's required is for you to keep on putting out content. So this is free methods, okay? So somebody's asking earlier on about free versus paid. Well, this is all free traffic that we're talking about here. So you would have a channel, you can create a channel, you can put out loads of videos, change channels, right, so you can create your own channel. On your channel, you're going to have, so this is my channel here. You can put out lots of video content, you know, lots of video content. And again, call to action on the video content to drive people to wherever it is you want to send them, okay? You want to drive them to wherever it is. Remember, it's about the collective, you know, it's about putting out lots of content, not just one video. You've got to put out lots and lots and lots of content, okay? All with a call to action, driving people to wherever it is you want to go. So we will drive them across, say, for example, where they can obtain the course and then go forward from there, okay? Hope that makes sense, all right? Yes, Mr. Andy, Vimeo is for video hosting when you don't want people to be able to share your stuff, okay? Whereas this video here, you can see that I just posted this video on YouTube. I don't care if anyone shares it. It's not, there's nothing, there's no, you know, it's not a course, it's just a video, okay? So that's it. In terms of traffic, I mean, don't get me wrong, there's always other methods of how you can drive traffic using like paid advertising, like Google Ads and other things. But again, I'm just trying to give you a bit of an overview in terms of what we will do to drive a lot of traffic, okay? So that's that, all right? So again, hopefully everyone understands where I'm at with all of this stuff here. Let me just share my screen back on here again. Right, let me jump into the chat. Is there any questions for me? This is too fast and I am not tech savvy. Well, I've only got literally a very short period of time. We're talking, I've got 10 more minutes before, not even that, 5 more minutes before I pass on to the wonderful Rachel. So all of this is recorded. So you can go back over and get some of the information again if you need, okay? Okay, well, look, Michael, you asked about Kajabi. Use whichever one you want, okay? Like, I'm just showing you what I use. You don't have to use what I use. Michael's asking, why would I use Kajabi when System.io is free and cheaper? All right, use that then, you know, whatever works for you. So that's that, okay? So that's how we drive the traffic, okay? So in terms of how do we make money and increase conversions, I would always recommend using a lot of video when it comes down to trying to get things to convert. But I'm going to show you that more of that in a moment. You are going to need a payment processor. You're going to need videos to help you convert. You'll need testimonials as well, which is always beneficial, and autoresponder as well, so you can follow up with people and you know, maybe do any upsells and stuff like that. Okay. So payment processor, when you're just getting started, an easy thing to use is just to use PayPal, okay? So if I say, for example, enter my details in here, for example, down here. Right, say for example, down here, if I scroll down, so this is where people can actually now go on to buy my course. You scroll down at the bottom, buy now, and this is just connected with PayPal, okay? You know, so don't get me wrong, you can use other payment processors. You know, you've got Stripe, you've got lots of others, WorldPay, you know, there's quite a few. When you're getting started, let's just say you want to just get started tomorrow, because some of these other, like Stripe and stuff, you do need a company, you need a business set up already, a registered company, whereas with PayPal, you don't necessarily. So sometimes, and people really trust PayPal, so, sometimes when you're just getting started, you might want to just use PayPal. You can do it from now. You don't need to get a proper company in place or anything like that. You can just get started with it from now, okay? Yes, you can just get started with it from now, okay? So PayPal is just straightforward and easy, okay? Cool, right, so that's that, okay? Now, as I was mentioning, using video will help you convert a lot, okay? People are between 64 and 85% more likely to buy or use your services after watching video as per Google. So you will see across all of our websites where we're trying to make sales, we're always going to use video. So this video here is designed to try and increase sales. But not just that video. You scroll down here, you got all these other testimonial videos, all designed to try and help increase the sales. But not just that, you come down here, you've got more videos, again, all designed to, to try and help people, to try and make, help close more sales. So video is definitely a very good way of increasing your sales process to try and increase conversions, okay? Right, an autoresponder will also help when it comes down to follow-up. An autoresponder, all that basically is you received an email from Simon this morning and stuff, right? Reminding you about Saturday school. Well, you're on his autoresponder, so he's not sending you an individual email, you're on his autoresponder. So as a result of that, you will then just receive the automated email. So later, he might send you an email and say, oh, if you like Jay's training, here's where you can now purchase blah, 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 for example. That's what an autoresponder does. Apologies that I can't go through it all right now, but I've only got a couple of minutes left before I've got a handover, okay? Right, okay. So moving on, right, so just answering a couple of questions. So what are the fees in Kajabi? Look, the best thing to do is Google it. It can cost about £100 a month, if not more. But there are cheaper versions. I think it starts from around about £50, but it can go up to like £250, £300 a month. But that's with Kajabi. But like I say, you can have a look over at some of the others that I showed, because some could be a lot cheaper to get started with, okay? So I hope that makes sense, all right? So lastly, how are you going to ensure that your business generates you the financial freedom that you would like for the rest of your life, okay? How do we go about ensuring this? Now, some of you have heard me speak before, and you know that I am really, really, really passionate about helping people really get results. And I'm meaning like seriously now, like, I know a lot of you, I always remember, some of our names are on here, familiar names. Good to see you, Mr. Lyons, so familiar names. And I've known a lot of you for a long time now, and for me, we really want to help you get results, but I'm now at a point where I put a lot of emphasis, a lot of focus on helping people generate results, because in order for you to now ensure that your business generates you financial freedom, there's some things that you really need to understand, right? Now, some of the basic things that we've got to understand about this type of stuff, everybody, is I can sit here and teach you every single strategy under the sun about how to get ranking on the front page of Google, how to make money, how to do this, how to do that. However, 20% of it comes down to strategy. Making money is not that hard. Buy something for £1, sell it for £2, you're making money. So 20% comes down to your strategy. So the strategy is what I've been showing you today. That 80% will now come down to your mindset. And when we're talking about your mindset, I'm talking about who you are. Like, you know, do we use excuses? You know, are we proactive? You know, do we procrastinate? Do we have good intentions, but we never really get around to it? You know, these are the real key things. Like 80% will come down, like 80% of your results will come down to who you are, you know, and it's really important to really give this some real clear thought, because, you know, if you've been trying to get somewhere for a while now, if you haven't been able to get there, it's not based on getting on the front page of Google. It's based on us, you know, it's based on our level of expectation. It's based on who you surround yourself with, who you're learning from, you know, stuff like that is really, really, really important. So ultimately, everybody, you know, we need to discover who we need to become. You want to go on to create financial freedom now for the rest of your life. All right, fine, come on in. But what does that person look like? The person that now becomes financially free, you know, they've got to be, you know, a bit of a different person to the person that I'm speaking to right here, right now. Because in order for you to get different results for your life, you know, you can't keep on doing the same thing as what you're currently doing right here, right now, and expecting to get different results. So we've got to discover who you need to become. You need to be making some definitive decisions that success is for you. You know, real definitive decisions that, you know what, this is for you now, and you're going to be going for it. And then we've got to just take some massive action and just do it, you know, really and truly. Okay, really, really, really important stuff here. So tips for success, and it's up to you. Some of you will hear me louder than others. But in order for you to really get there, you've got to make sure that you surround yourself with the right people. So this is great. Saturday schools and what we're doing here is great. You know, who else are you surrounding yourself with to ensure that you become successful by default? Yeah, one thing that you will see from me and Simon and Stas and Ben and Claire and all of us is we surround ourselves with the right people, of course. And I can tell you now, that's what's helped, say, somebody like myself achieve success, is making sure that I'm, you know, around people like Simon Coulson and other people like that. We've got to be prepared to do whatever it takes. It's not always going to be easy, and that it is what it is. Otherwise, everybody would be doing it. You know, you've got to remember, you never give up. You know, it's not like, oh, Jay, that don't work. It's not a case of it doesn't work. Are we doing what is required to make it work? Or are we just, you know, putting up a pixelated picture that, you know, that no one's going to respond to really well, and then we're just looking at it, oh, hang on a minute, that doesn't work. No, we've got to keep on being persistent, okay? You know, remember, anything is achievable. But most importantly, everybody, look, and it's up to you. You know, if you want to get there, and if you are serious about success, I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to say you are going to struggle big time to get you to where it is that you want to be without having a mentor. Okay, we have all had mentors, all of us, from me to Simon to Stas to Richard Branson, even Alan, you know, Alan Sugar, Donald Trump. Yeah, not that I want to get into anything political right now, but we've all had mentors, all of us. Oprah Winfrey, yeah, we've all had mentors. So if you can see that the vast majority of successful people have had mentors, if you don't have a mentor but you're trying to create success, then why not? Oh no, I don't need to. Hang on a minute. I'm just going to just watch the free Saturday school. I'm sure that's going to help you create a six-figure income. But you know, you're going to get so much from this, and I'm hoping everyone gets so much value out of it. But now, when it comes down to really now making it work, you've got to make sure you're around, you know, the right people. And again, this is how you do it, everybody. You want to get to where it is where you want to be. We all have mentors. You know, Simon's mentor. Sorry, I've always used Simon as a mentor, but Simon's also got a mentor. His mentor will have a mentor. You know, and that's how we do it, everyone. That's how we learn the game, and that's how we grow to the entrepreneurs that we are now. So the decisions that I had to make for my life was, did I want to be broke Jay Hastings or successful Jay Hastings? You know, again, you want to be making decisions for your life right now. Saturday schools and YouTube and the webinars are fantastic, but there comes a time now where it's like, well, look, I really now want to make this work. I really want to start making some real money. And everyone that you know of, from me and Stas and even Rick McMahon, you know, and those of you that know Rick McMahon, you know, again, it's been the mentors that have made the big difference, okay? So what holds us back typically is excuses, lack of responsibility, lack of drive. We are already comfortable. We procrastinate sometimes. We've got a fear of success. Our financial blueprint as well, you know, sometimes we're not, you know, the level of where we are right here, right now is not always tuned into success. So again, that's really important that we understand our blueprint, because again, I can teach you how to make money without all of, understanding your blueprint, understanding what it really takes. You're going to struggle, okay? So what are you going to be doing differently to ensure that you get different financial results? Now, again, it's completely up to you. The question that I've got is, are you serious about success? No doubt you are. So I'm going to invite you down to something that is very, very, very special. And I tell you what, I'm going to do something really special for every single person on this call with me right now, okay? Rachel, I'm just coming. I'll be 2 minutes, okay? Right. What I've got, everybody, and again, some of you may be interested in this, and that is a one-day training that we're doing next week, Saturday, okay? This is now all about getting results. I'm fed up of not everybody getting results that they want to get. So again, if you're now really serious about getting some results, well, come and then, okay? Come and then, let me show you how, okay? So you're going to have a one-day live training with me. You're going to be working exclusively with me throughout the day. And we're going to be talking about a complete breakdown of your financial blueprint. So what's stopping you from achieving success, proven strategies of how to get over procrastination, fear, and lack of consistency. I'm going to show you 3 ways of how you can start generating income in the next 30 days. What are the 10 laws around money? I'm going to talk about how to go about setting goals and ensuring that they're met as soon as possible, how to monetize yourself, what is your money personality, how to create and accelerate your pathway to success and time freedom, how to change your financial blueprint for you and your family, as well as that, much, much, much more. Now, look, ordinarily, everybody, I charge at least £147 for this, at least, but I also let people bring 2 places. So that's how much I charge for this. And again, we fill this up every single time, and that's how much I charge, okay? Remember now, this is now about getting results. So yes, we can learn about Facebook and YouTube and everything, which is great, but let's now really apply stuff and really now start getting results and what's holding us back and stuff like that, okay? So a quick summary in front of you in terms of what that one day working with me would be all about. Now, what I'm going to do, something very special for every single person. It's 147 for 2 places. Guess what I'm going to do? This is the only time that I've ever done this, and I can't tell you I'm ever going to do it again. So it's up to you. Those of you who hear me loudly, great. If you're interested in this, great. If not, then okay, this is the last time I'm ever going to be offering this at this price point, because I'm not going to charge you 147 for 2 places. I'm going to give it to you for free, okay? For 2 places, come and do some work with me, really understand now how to get some proper results, okay? I'm going to put the link for this for you to register. I'm going to pop this in the chat, okay? Just give me 1 second. bit.ly/SAS induction training. Okay. So my brand is called Serious About Success, because this is really for people that are serious about success. So if you are serious about success, go ahead, click on, oh, actually, I didn't even send it to everyone, did I? I just sent it to myself. Hang on. Let me send it to everyone. Right, here we go. Right, the link is in the chat. Okay, I'll just pop that in the chat. So just go ahead and click on that link. Like I say, this is the last time I'm ever going to be offering this for free. Okay, like I say, ordinarily I charge 147. So you get everything that you can see in front of you. You get to attend that one-day workshop. We're going ahead next week, Saturday. So not obviously today, next week. So 1 week from today, if that's the 30th. I think it's the 30th, whenever the 30th is. So I don't know if that's next week or the week after. But the 30th of April, that's when we are going ahead with this training. So actually, I think it's in a couple of weeks from now, okay? So go ahead, pop your name down, and we will get that, and we'll be in contact with you to welcome you to the one-day training with us. And that is pretty much about me, really. Now, look, if we just take a quick couple of minutes, I'm going to give you all just a couple of minutes to fill in that form. So you've got until 11:10 to fill in that form just before I bring out the next speaker. In addition, if you've got any questions, so whilst you're filling out that form, if you've got any questions, please feel free to pop it in the chat. whilst we're just filling out that form, and I'm about to bring out our next speaker. Tim just asked, you did certainly get me started to take some positive steps, which is great. You're doing the print on demand. That is really good to know, Tim. That is really good. But yes, but re-attend my training. If you've done the training before, re-attend, because you know what? You know, sometimes we need to hear this, you know, the information more than once, so it really, really sinks in. You know, one of the reasons as to why I know this internet marketing game so well is because, believe it or not, I've been to every single one of Simon's training for digital marketing, every single one since the 9th of July 2012. Every single one. That's how I know this stuff so well. You know, so I'd always recommend returning if you need to. All right. Any other questions about anything that I've gone through? You've got 4 minutes. Don't forget, go ahead and fill out that form. You've got 4 minutes to ask me any questions based around anything that I've been going through today. No worries at all, Tim. That is all good, no problem. But any questions at all for anyone before I introduce the wonderful Rachel? Jay, what is the minimum amount of fees for online software services we need to spend each month to begin with? If you're doing online courses, look, your Autoresponder will cost you about 20 quid a month. We're talking like, well, that's not going to cost you that much, to be honest with you. But if you could budget around about £100 a month, that should be more than enough. You know, even less than that, because there are other alternatives that you can use than Kajabi. So yeah, you know, budget around about £100 a month, and that should be more than enough to really now get things moving for you. Okay, hopefully that answers the question. Any more for any more, anyone? Any more for any more? If not, I will just jump straight ahead. Well, we've still got 2 more minutes. Let me get my my comments ready for our next wonderful speaker. You've got 2 more minutes for any other questions, everyone. Just 2 more minutes. Any more for any more? Right, here we go. Right, okay. Any more for any more, anyone? We've got literally 1 minute left. Don't forget to fill out that form. Like I say, it's completely free. It's all about getting results. All about results, everyone. You know, we've got some great results. You know, so a lot of our students are doing really, really, really well. And again, this is designed for people that maybe you've tried things before in the past, but you're still struggling to really get things moving. You know, you've got a day job that you really want to leave, but it's like, oh man, what can I do to really get to the point where I can leave my day job? Because this is killing me. You know, that's how I felt when I had the day job. You know, so again, this is for anyone in that situation, anyone that's just, you know, you will never seem to have enough time to get stuff done in your business. Again, that's what this is for as well, etc. Which is cool.